So this is what I want from you, all right? I want you to stop dimming your brilliance and start leading your life. Start leading your own life in the energy of confidence, in the energy of power, in the energy of integrity, in the energy of inner knowing. My name is Shawnee, and I'm your spiritual coach and your cheerleader. And in this Leading Your Light segment, I want to help you find your footing through remembering who you are. I want you to ignore all of the stories that have been told to you about what you are allowed to have in your life. Even if you told those stories to yourself, I want you to unlearn all of that. I want you to realize and come to the understanding that it is okay for you to want more for your life. It is okay for you to want wealth. It is okay for you to want health. It is okay for you to want passion and communication and connection and security and stability. It is okay for you to want more for your life. I am asking you, and Spirit is asking you to take leadership over that. And the way you do that is through assertive action. In these sessions, I'm going to be connecting to Spirit. I'm going to be connecting to higher level energies for your greatest and highest good, to uncover maybe some things you never even really thought about. Maybe to solidify some ideas that you've already had. And at the end of this, I want you to feel empowered to go and do. Today, it is all about shining your light, letting your light shine. And let's see what Spirit has to say about that. Spirit, thank you so much for bringing me here, allowing me to deliver this message clearly and concisely under the protection of your love. Thank you so much. Allow me to deliver this message. Should anything negative come up, immediately return it to sender. I don't want it on me. I don't want it in my household, and I don't want it on the viewer. For the viewer's greatest and highest good, what are we talking about when we're saying let their light shine? What is it that they need to pay attention to right now in their energy? I get progress and celebration. At the bottom of the deck is security. The only thing holding you back right now is you taking the action, taking assertive steps towards whatever it is that you want in life. Maybe even taking action towards telling yourself a different narrative about what you're allowed to have. The 3 of Wands here and the 6 of Wands, it's a lot of assertive action. It really is. It really is. But it's waiting on you to stand up and do something about it with this 4 of Pentacles. You're in your cards. Collective, all right, for who this story is for. You have the 3 of Wands, which is telling me that your ships are coming in. You've manifested things, you have planted seeds for things, but Spirit is like, okay, I'm not gonna just give you a handout. If I give you this blessing, what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna show up, or are you gonna be scared? Are you going to actually follow through with consistent effort? What's going on? Because people are watching you, and it's not just your ancestors. It's not just your spirit team. It's your kids. It's other people in your neighborhood. It's people at work. They're watching you. Your light is shining bright, so bright, I don't even think that you realize it right now. And it's okay. Let it shine brightly, even if you're feeling a little bit dark and a little bit lost inside, because it's in the dark that your light can shine the brightest. Other people are going to watch you accomplish these things, and by proxy, you're going to help others elevate themselves too. I know for some that might be like, wow, that's really burdensome. Why do I have to be the change conduit for other people? Because Spirit and the universe knows that you can do it. You just have to get out of your own way. This 4 of Pentacles is telling me you may feel the need to hold tightly to your resources while stability is important. Remember that generosity allows abundance to flow. So also too, when you get to a point of accomplishment and realizing and manifesting things and blessings into your reality, don't hold back how you did that. Don't bottleneck that information. Share so that other people can grow. Let's see, what is the biggest block? Why is this 4 of Pentacles here for the collective? Please, Spirit. leap of faith. You just got to take a leap of faith that you are worth it. It doesn't matter if in the past you didn't show up consistently, because you're asking for a change. And if you keep asking for this change, and if you elevate your energy enough to match that change energy, you're going to see yourself motivated more and more and more and more through consistent action. So if in the past you had an issue with consistency, I feel like you're growing out of that. I feel like you're tired of that. You're not going to put yourself back out there again unless you know that you're going to be able to continue to show up for yourself. And Spirit is saying, like, things don't need to be perfect. Nothing needs to be perfect for you to start. Nothing. Got to get yourself, not even you. You don't need to lose those 10 extra pounds. You don't need to get that beautiful, like, I don't know, camera, that most expensive camera, the beautiful clothing. You don't need to, things do not need to be perfect for you to start. What you have to be able to do is take a leap of faith that you are worth starting in the first place. And I feel like consistency is something that's creeping up for you, collective. If you're worried about your consistency, then that means that you are aware that there is an issue. Now you can change it. Because a lot of the time you cannot change anything in your life unless you're aware that something is there, something needs to be changed, and you've identified it. That might not be for everybody, but that is for a lot of people. Can I get some advice, please, for the collective in this energy? Your plans are starting to take shape, is what this progress 3 of Wands is saying. Opportunities are on the horizon, and the work you've done is beginning to show results. So keep in that consistent and assertive energy. Aspiration came out with as advice with defense. Yeah, listen, twofold. You don't need to sell your wants and your dreams and your aspirations to other people. They're not for other people. They're for you. Now, if you are in a marriage or some sort of connection, or you've got older children and this is going to require you to move and so on and so forth, whatever it might be for you, consistent communication is also the key. And it's very telling. Like if you're having an adult connection, and this is something that you really need for yourself, you really need to show up this other way, or you need this change for yourself, and you're asking for somebody's support. If you go to somebody with an open heart and you truly believe, and you are completely being authentic, and you're showing up balanced, and their response to you is something negative, then that's very telling about the connection. So that there could be something highlighted there for you in a connection with somebody else. Now, if they support you, then you've got to show support back to that person by keeping them abreast of things as they're going along, and involving them in your progress, or involving them in your planning. All right. So Spirit is really saying that if you are a part of a close-knit community like that, partnership with somebody else, communication and consistent communication is key, but then also to pay attention to how they respond. Okay. The last thing that I'm seeing with this, because it's twofold in advice, is you have to protect yourself from yourself. There is this energy of somebody or some folks in the collective that might self-sabotage at times when things get tough. When things get overwhelming. Let's go back to the beginning when I was talking about, like, it doesn't have to be perfect for you to get started. You don't have to keep going so much so that you become burnt out at the beginning. So there is this call for you to have self-awareness enough that you can pace yourself. Baby steps are still steps in a direction, in the right direction. So slow and methodical, intentional is still assertive enough to keep going. Assertive action does not mean go, 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 go. Assertive action means you have the audacity to keep going. It doesn't matter if today is slower than yesterday, you're still going. It doesn't matter if you listen to your energy and you said, you know what, today I need to take a day off. Because you're still listening. As long as you show up again later on for yourself, you are still moving forward. So watch your pace so that you don't get burnt out. All right, guys, I'm going to keep these super short. I really hope that this leading your light becomes something that helps you regain or gain the momentum, also to gain the assertiveness to take leadership over your life. If you want to work with me, I do offer coaching. Take a look at the description box below. I've got several services for you to choose from. And if you really like the way that I present myself, if this is definitely something that you see that you need in your future, consider liking and subscribing. And if you know somebody who could benefit from this information, do not hesitate to share it. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Go take leadership over your own life. Bye.